Do you ever wonder why some brands hit the bar high while others just can't get their shot right?
Here at the Brand Bar, we've seen how the right strategy can make a brand unforgettable and how the wrong one can fall flat.
With years of experience crafting and elevating some of the most impactful brands in the game, we're here to give you the inside scoop on what makes marketing magic happen.
We're not just sharing wins, we're serving up the strategy behind them so you can build a brand that breaks the mold and raises the bar for what's possible.
This is the Brand Bar Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Katrina Joe
and Jakaya Brown-Chow.
All right, Brand Bar besties, we have our first guest on the Brand Bar Podcast, and who better than the one and only Sue Solo while we're here in Atlanta. What is up, girl?
Who better is crazy, but thank you.
Better?
Thank you. I love it. Okay.
Girl,
thank you for having me. First guest is crazy.
First guest.
Yeah, but you guys are doing great. I'm fully caught up. Like, you guys are amazing. I binged. I 100% binged, and it's so easy to do because it's so conversational. Like, I love the way that you guys are bouncing off each other. So,
thank you
for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Course, yes, girl. And we were just talking about that. We all met through Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
So
did.
Team Hennessy, Sue and I was on Team Hennessy, and Jakaya, when I was on Team Hennessy, did a Hennessy Summit.
Yes.
Where was this? Austin?
Yes.
Yeah. Sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You don't forget anything.
I kept the box too, like the candle and all that. Yeah,
Oh
you did
my
a great
God, I
job
love
with that.
Yes, it was sexy.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked
Sexy
about that.
content.
Yeah.
Yes. And then here we are.
And here we are
Yeah.
Yes.
in another city.
Where do you live?
Girl.
Are you a
Half
nomad?
the year I live in Senegal, West Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then
then
the
you travel
rest-
so much.
She's all over.
I love that.
North
for
Carolina, Miami, New York.
Okay.
I'll be in Atlanta, DC.
you. Be in Atlanta.
I'll be
You heard how she said it. I'd be in Atlanta. Atlanta does that to you, girl.
So we're like the little stepsister of the A.
Yeah.
But most of the time in West Africa, because we were talking in the last episode, like just ease, slower, money goes further.
Where are you
I met
from?
my husband there.
Originally, come on, Mary. Damn, I'm the only single person in this room.
You next.
Anyways,
Let's not
continue.
get
Let's move on.
the stories.
No,
Okay.
not prepared for. Not today.
I ran into him and picked him up over there, and 8 years later, we're still in Senegal.
I love it.
Yeah. So,
Congratulations.
but I'm happy to be in Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
She's trying to get her family to move out to Atlanta.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think they'll like it.
Yes.
Weather's interesting, but they'll like it.
Yeah. I think it's similar to Charlotte.
You can get all seasons in one day.
What's their vibe though? Like, do they vibe? Are they like, homey and quiet or okay?
Yeah, my mom is outside.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be easier for me. I can come to Atlanta.
Have somewhere
from
to stay,
Senegal. Yeah.
somewhere to have a home-cooked meal.
We had a direct flight, but I think to Ghana, but not to Senegal from here. But yeah, girl, so I'm around.
I love it.
I'm dipping in the cultures. Because where's your family originally from?
So I'm first generation American from the Tigray region of Ethiopia, which is like the northern region. We sit right underneath our brothers and sisters in Eritrea. I was the first one born here. The only one. Well, yeah, I was the first one born here. My whole family came outside of my dad, and all the shade. And it was like, hey, welcome to America. And you know how it is, like, and that was actually the first movie they saw too.
Coming to America?
Yeah, Coming to America was the first movie.
Because I would be making these references when
he
he
does
was
not
coming
get
to
it.
America. He was like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Yeah. So, you come and there's a whole process, like you get a physical and all these things. And then that's when my mom found out she was pregnant. So it was like, hey.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it was like, well, damn, your daddy ain't here. We're going to figure this out. But yeah, it was just by chance. I mean, I could have easily been, the last child born on my grandma's farm in the countryside of Ethiopia with no power and no running water. Like, I could have easily had a completely different life than what I have now. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah. But I love how through your content and just knowing a little bit about you, like how you really, you put on for your country.
Yes,
and
always.
I love
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
And just like social justice or any things going on over there. And it's very part of your brand. So
thank you. It wasn't that for a really long time. Like, I want to say maybe, I don't know, mid-20s, I started to just really like crave wanting to learn more about my culture because being born and raised here in Atlanta and then having access to Nightlife and working in it.
Yeah.
You just get so wrapped up in this like American turn up,
So wrapped
yeah,
up.
you could not get me to sit down. Like, I was outside having fun, like,
It's just different.
It's so different,
People
but
ask me about living on the continent. I'm like, it's just,
way
it's hard to explain like how different it is.
It's
I have to
peaceful.
adjust.
Yeah.
The culture shock is when I come here.
Yeah.
Versus the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in America.
No, for real. It's weird.
I can't wait to go. I need to go.
You should
I'm
go.
gonna visit.
I
Just
need to
going
go.
up.
Yeah.
My first time in Ethiopia ever, I was 15 and I didn't want to go. I told my mom that I didn't want to be around sick, hungry people and very American, ignorant mindset.
You didn't know.
Didn't know anything. And I got there and I just, for the first time, remember feeling normal. Like,
Like you fit in.
But I couldn't grasp that at 15, right? So the last 2 times I went as an adult is when it really I was like, girl, look at your life. Like, you could have been right here doing this, with the kid on your back. And, it just could have been totally different. But as an adult, I'm able to appreciate it more, which makes me want to talk about my culture more.
How often do you go back?
I've been 2 years in a row, the past 2 years.
Great.
I am not going to travel anywhere internationally with the current administration, and that's just what that is.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
crazy.
so I would have gone, it would have been 3 years in a row, but messed that up for me.
Oh. Yeah, every time I'm crossing borders, I'm just like, oh,
God bless
I
you.
mean, how is it? Is it crazy?
Rough.
Like
The travel's already rough.
Yeah. Because we wanted to go to the Philippines for, we're not leaving the country.
I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I'm so used to it. So I've been through 2 administrations because I left the States 3 days after the first time he was elected. And then I haven't lived here since. So that's been 8 years. So I think for me, it's a norm. But I just I know how to finesse a little bit.
Period.
So, with finesse. And I'm American. I'm not American. I people this country.
I'm done.
I'm
done.
So
Yes. Well, talking about, you said, born and raised in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your background here in Atlanta and all of the things, Susola.
Miss Atlanta.
Right.
So, my mom did what she knew to do. She babysat kids and she sold food. Like my mom sold plates, We ended up living in a building called Bethel Towers, which is in 4th Ward. Okay. It's on Auburn Avenue. And it was a 2-bedroom, 15th floor, views crazy, jokes. Views they were crazy, but they weren't cute. And, she sold plates. I mean, $6, $8, $10, $12 plates.
So entrepreneurship.
She didn't have an education. So it wasn't like, she could come to America and get a job. Like she lived on the countryside of Ethiopia. She didn't go to school. But she knew how to take care of people. And, she made a way. Like, I didn't know really what it meant for us to be living on Section 8. Like, I never didn't have, if I asked for money for like, Mom, can I get some money for the candy lady? Or like, oh, there's a field trip. Like, I didn't realize that what my mom was actually doing.
Right.
Until I was older. Like, oh, you're doing this because this is
to.
what you know. Like, this is all you know.
Yeah.
You don't have the ability to do anything else. And she did that.
Wow.
She did that. She did it well. Yeah. So we
Yes,
grew
Mama.
up on Section
Right.
8. Yep. And that's actually how my family met the Gitawans, which is Age Entertainment, because they were my mom's customers. And then fast forward in life, when I become old enough, I end up working for them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a super small world.
Yeah, very.
And what was
Well,
your
even that
first-
little girl that was like in the house bothering us when we were
I'm like,
ordering
where
food.
are you
But
guys?
yeah, no, it's honestly, my life is really like that. Like it happens all the time. Like
It's amazing.
Right place, right time.
everything is always full
alignment.
circle for me.
Full circle.
I have never been a person that felt that I missed an opportunity. I don't have the experience in life where this is your one chance, take this opportunity.
No.
I've had many people like pressure me to make a decision and I'm just like, no, it doesn't feel good. And they're just like, what do you mean, you hipster? Like, what is it? What do you mean it doesn't feel good? I'm like, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And then 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, it presents itself again and it presents itself even better. And I'm like,
Yes.
I don't live by you got to do this right now. Like,
Yeah.
it has to feel good to me. So, yeah.
And I love that that's always been kind of like a compass for you too.
Yeah.
Like what sits with your spirit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Whether it's, entrepreneurship, brand, friends, relationships, all of the things, that inner compass
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
is
You
on
got to
point.
learn to really trust that though.
Yes, because people will try to.
Yeah.
pull
Or you yourself. You talked on an episode once about imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And I think I'm in the midst of getting over it now. Like,
Really?
yeah, like,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the space I'm in right now, I'm in total like surrender. And when you surrender, you start to realize different versions of yourself. Like hindsight becomes even more clearer, right?
Hindsight is 2020.
But it's like it's heightened
Yeah.
when you surrender. When you're just like, "Ugh, all right, like, what do you want? What am I doing? Like, what do you want to teach me? What am I supposed to be listening to, guys? Like, what do you want from me? You go back and you start reliving versions of yourself, and then you're like, ooh, no wonder I felt like that at that time. Like, no wonder I was rebellious at that time, or no wonder I was broke or broken, or all these different things. And you just kind of get to a point where you're like, I can't be successful on the outside. Like everyone else is like, oh my God, you're doing so great in your brand. And I'm like, what is my brand? I don't even know what my brand is. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
did y'all really?
it's like, I'm successful. Okay, like what?
And success is different for everyone.
It's
looks
so
different.
different.
Yeah. So how they're measuring it or
Oh
how
my
they're looking
God.
at you is different than what you may
Yeah.
feel or you feel you're living.
Yes, but
Do
you
y'all-
being public on the radio, on the
Yeah.
stage, like I think people can shape that for themselves. What your
I
success
never
is.
got it. I think I'm in this space right now where like I'm living in the surrender. So I'm trying to understand it, but what I do understand is that I'm not meant to understand everything.
That's
so
it.
it's like I'm grateful
And
that
there's not an
people see
answer
that
for
in me.
everything.
Like I don't know what you see. So like when people ask about my brand, I really don't know how to describe my brand that doesn't sound like, rinse and repeat,
Yeah.
community, duh, like,
Community,
serve,
culture, yes.
duh, like, but when I think about my life, that is what it is. My mom sold plates. My mom sold food. My mom babysat kids. She missed school plays because she had 10 kids. Well, it was never 10, hold on. She had like 5 kids at the house and she was babysitting. And I remember coming home from school and, she would make me go straight to doing my homework and then come help her. And I was like, damn, that's where I got my serving spirit from. Like, it didn't click to me that, like, I am, like, perfectly crafted for what I do. I love to serve. Like, I would rather
Goosebumps.
move
Yes,
around the
that's so real.
I would rather move around the room and host than, like, be at the VIP table, like, yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is so weird to me. Like, I just want to go hang out with the people.
That's
right.
it.
So yeah, I mean, I still am trying to figure out like what is a good way to describe what my brand is, but it's just people, fun,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Suso.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
Yes. And speaking of that, back us up a little bit and
Yeah.
talk about how you got into radio, also
Okay.
Team Hennessy.
Yes.
And then 2-part question.
Yeah.
Kind of a pivot that you're currently in and
Okay.
how that like resonates with like things sitting with your spirit.
So when I started working for AG Entertainment, I was 19 years old. I was not of age, so I was the email girl.
Okay.
I was not even the door girl at the time. He was like, this little girl is not touching my money. Like, but what you can't do is go collect emails, because at that time, everyone's like getting their database.
Right.
Sorted. So I'm just out there in the line. I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your email address? And I'm just writing them down. It did not matter the weather. That man did not care. Okay, if there was a line outside, Suzanne Solomon was outside collecting email addresses. And then eventually, after putting in some time, got upgraded to the door girl. So,
Yes.
but I'm finding myself still like, hey, how you doing? You look cute. It's 60.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? That has that a dress code, extra 20. But it's like,
right.
but I'm being
Yeah, yeah.
nice about it, and people are pointing that out to me. I'm not thinking that, but they're pointing it out like, oh, you're so nice. Like, okay, like, here you go.
Yeah, easier to
And I'm
give.
seeing all these other lines get into fights and stuff. I'm like, what are y'all doing over there? Like, and it's just, anywho. So started working in Nightlife, and then that's when I ended up meeting my mentor, Ferrari Simmons, who I later, Ferrari Simmons and Kenny Burns, who I later ended up doing the Baller Alert Show podcast with. And the way that radio came about was Kenny Burns literally called my phone one day, and he was like, hey, I love how you post on your stories. Like, you're just talking. Like, it's just so conversational. I think you'd be great on podcasts. And I was like, oh, all right. Secretly, I've always wanted to do it. But as an Ethiopian kid, like, that's not what you're talking about. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
You don't see that for yourself. So I was just like, all right, whatever, Kenny Burns. He's always talking. And I remember also at the same time, I was trying to get Age Entertainment to get into brunch parties. And to him, it was so small. He was like, girl, do you know who I am? Like, why would I throw a little brunch party and sell, like, $16 chicken and waffles?
And then bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. But for me, it was like an avenue that I wanted. And I saw all the other, guys that he would work with, like the self-promoters. And I'm just, in my mind, of course, I can be totally wrong. But in my mind at the time, I was like, man, you're just giving them opportunities. Like, you're just letting them throw their names on the flyers. And like, what about me?
Yeah.
And that fueled me to go start my own parties. So I started Get Brunch, which was also in Fourth Ward. And
Bring it home. Yeah.
yeah, and then that started to take off. Like, it took off. Like, it really took off. That became the brunch party in Atlanta. Everybody still talks about it to this day.
Yes.
So one day I'm at Get Brunch and my phone starts going crazy and I'm like, what is going on? And I look at it and it says, welcome to the Baller Alert Show podcast. Sue Solo, Ferrari Simmons. And I'm like, this is what Kenny just called me about like 2 weeks ago. What is this?
Wait, you didn't even like.
No audition, nothing. He just threw me on there.
You're approved.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stop.
Swear to God, like I'm at brunch, like turning up, having a good time. And I'm just like, I'm like, what is this? I'm thinking somebody wants a table or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. So that's how I found out that I was on the Baller Alert Show podcast.
You're like, and now I have a show. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
guys.
the way that I received that was, okay, you can't run. Like, now you can't run.
Yeah.
You've known you've always wanted to do this. Like, this is what you've spoken to God about, but you would never talk to your family about it, Now you can't run. It's out there. It's on Baller Alert, girl. You can't run. And so Ferrari and I's relationship got closer. And then I interned on Ferrari's radio show. Then I was part-time. And then he and I had a full-time show together. And my last blessing in radio was having my own midday show on the station here. Yeah, that actually, it was #1 at one point, top 3. Yeah, I did a great thing, girl. The Lord did a great thing.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, now I'm pivoting again.
Yes.
We love a pivot.
We do love a pivot.
Yes.
Because you got to be honest with yourself. I think, you start feeling depressed and crazy and, out of whack when you force yourself to stay in something when you know it's time to go. So
Yeah.
there were multiple reasons, but one of them being it just didn't feel good to me. I'm sitting in the studio a minimum of 5 days a week, 5-6 days a week, 5-6 hours a day listening to top 25 secular music. I'm like, bro, turn this off. Like, oh my God, if I set you red one more time, every day. It's driving me crazy. And then I don't really want to interview certain celebrities. I just don't want to be around it. Yeah.
That's enough.
Y'all should get someone else that, loves this.
Yeah.
Like
you just
wants
weren't connected
this.
to it anymore.
No, not at all. Like, I don't know the music anymore.
Yes.
Like, am I old? Like, what?
Aunties,
I'm like, what is going on? Like, I ain't got
I don't
no
like
wham to
this.
throw in a circle. Like, I mean, I got it, but throwing in a circle might throw my back out. Like, it's time to go. I can't. Like, girl. It was. There were multiple reasons, but the lack of time freedom was a really big one.
Yeah, freedom and flexibility is huge.
Yeah.
So tell us about Sue Solo events and your new series and where you're moving now. Tell the people.
So Sunday, SUNDAE, is monthly because I do not see myself going back to weeklies at the moment. At the moment, that could always change. But it is it's just lighthearted. it's just lighthearted. It's brunch from
Back
1
to brunch.
4
So it's full circle
back
again.
to brunch.
Full circle.
Truly back to brunch. Like, this is what the people have asked for. And when I think about it, it's so simple, right? There's no door charge. Like, it's not a
Right.
club, you know, you're not
Right.
paying for the table. You are dining, and there's no pressure. Like, you don't have to worry about
fun.
who's going to be in there. It's come eat and have some
Right.
cocktails. If you want bottle service, cool.
Yeah.
But there's no pressure. You don't have to do bottle service. And that I think speaks to who I am. When I think about, living on Section 8 and the different types of people that would come and buy food from my mom, you had people that were really rich, and
Yes.
very successful. And then you had people that would come to get a dish considered like the poor man's dish. And I just never wanted to make people feel like they could not reach me. Like we can't be friends in real life, or or you can't talk to me, or
I love that.
if you see me at an event, like, say hey, like
Yes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Approachable.
Yeah, like I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
wanna-
really just being
I
accessible.
want to back it up really quick because on the outside looking in, you have the #1 radio show. You're at the top.
Yeah.
You have done all the things. Kenny Burns, you talked about.
Yeah.
And your pivot was really like stemmed from an internal change.
100%.
And I think in entrepreneurship and also in people that are even in the corporate world, it's really hard to be like, I am at the top of my game. I have a consistent paycheck. I can live the life that I want to live. But internally, I have to pivot because almost like it's like draining your energy. You know what I mean? And so how were you able to work through that to be like, I've had enough? Besides the songs and all those things.
I'm learning to do better at listening to the spirit. Like when the spirit says, hey girl, you got to go. Because I've accepted struggle too easily in my life. I've accepted that this is what it is, right? My mama came from a third world country. I'm just like, hold on now, baby. You ain't got this.
It's not a badge of honor.
Yeah, I'm like, wait. I mean, I'm proud of that, right? But it's like the struggle part. It's like, they tell Black women you gotta struggle for love.
Yeah,
you
struggle for everything.
And I really I took that in. So I unnecessarily struggled in many areas of my life and for really long times at times. When it came down to radio, when I had an attitude every single day, and if you're around me enough, you would know I try my best to come in with positive energy no matter the circumstance. Like I could be dead tired. It could be, we just went to bed at 3 a.m. after a Hennessy event. It's 6 a.m. now, and y'all wanted full makeup, and I'm like, hey, good morning.
Right.
But I'm really on my ass at this point. But I just got tired of accepting struggle. And to your point, people are going to look at you on the outside and be like, man, you're at the top. Like you got this going on. You have endorsements and you have all these things, but your measuring tool isn't mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I have to live every day isn't what you have to live every day.
That's it.
And I'm literally going crazy listening to the same verses 30 million times.
Right.
I'll find myself out and I'm like, why do I know this verse? And
Right.
of course I know it
Of
because I
course.
listen to it all the time. I just got to a point where I was like, I'm waking up unhappy every day. And that's not normal for me. And I don't want to accept that. I don't want to continue to accept struggle in any form in my life. So it's odd.
Ease.
It's a weird.
We're all about
Yeah,
ease.
100%.
Ease.
It's a bit of a transition. I'm used to working multiple full-time jobs, like 2 full-time jobs, and then my Sue Solo stuff.
Right.
But now I'm able to have 1 full-time job that awards me a little bit of time freedom to where I can do the Sue Solo thing and figure out what's the next part of my life. Cause I want to be married and have some kids.
Come on. I literally was about to say, you're making room.
Yeah,
You're just making room,
I don't,
girl.
I don't want to just say anything extra. I don't want to say anything extra. But I feel like maybe that is what God is doing.
Making room.
Yeah. I'm I'm chilling. Like my home is in order. Like
Yes.
just little things.
Yes.
And maybe that's what it is. Cause how do you have a family like that?
It all kind of comes with different stages in life. I feel like the pivots fit where you want to go or where you are in life.
100%.
And to your point, when you talked about, especially women of color, like that story of a struggle is definitely like said and talked about a lot.
It's the
and
narrative.
I think it's always sometimes framed of like, oh, you need to have more endurance. Like, it's okay, you can get past this, you can get past this.
You're
And
strong.
it's like, yeah, you're strong, and the endurance and the resilience and all of that. And yeah, sure, that's great in some aspects, but if you are being drained, if you are waking up unhappy every day,
You make a change.
yeah, or if you know, if it's a business venture and you're sometimes like, I'm just not passionate about this anymore, like it's okay. And I think a lot of times in entrepreneurship and even sometimes in corporate, like you just think you have to keep going.
And push through.
Yeah.
It was the same for me when I left corporate.
I think if you
feeling.
get to a point where you're overthinking it as well.
Yes.
Like,
You just have to do it.
Yeah, and it's normal, I think, for all of us to overthink at some point in time, right? Over something. But when it comes to something as important as your career, as what you're doing for a living, if you're at a point where you're overthinking whether you should leave or not, and it's been months,
That's the answer.
hopefully
You know the
you did
answer.
well and you saved some money.
Yeah, you were smart
Baby,
about it.
you got to have you got to have a little bit of money saved. It's a transition. It is a transition, but you know it's worth it. I feel completely at ease, like 100%. Like I'm dating and stuff now. Like what? I couldn't even see that for myself before. I'm like, when
When do I have time?
do you want me to go to? I know I'm excited too.
Okay. Yes.
So if you had to give advice to an entrepreneur, we have a lot of entrepreneur listeners, we're entrepreneurs, like what would you tell entrepreneurs in that phase of needing to transition, not waking up happy, feeling like it's time for a change? What advice do you have?
I can just tell you what I did, and if there's something in there that works for you, hopefully you apply that. But I took a lot of solitude.
Big.
A lot of solitude. I am a lover at heart. I love people. I am very cautious of how I make people feel, which sometimes causes me to tiptoe around certain things that don't necessarily need to be tiptoed around.
Right. Yeah.
Being honest with myself about my personality and my characteristics, I was like, okay, I'm not capable of reaching the knowledge that I'm trying to reach right now because I'm so in tune with all of this noise and I care so much that if I allow myself to grow, that this person that loves me in this space is going to feel bad. They're going to feel like I left them. Now I'm going to feel sad that I left them and now I'm weird. I don't know how to act. I took some solitude. Like I completely, of course you still have to work, you know, and what we do for a living is social.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you couldn't catch me.
It was for work only.
It was for work only.
That's good.
I needed to be alone so I can really hear what he was saying.
Yes.
And
girl, you giving me goosebumps.
yeah, it's real. Like, cause
Yeah.
I mean, I've never felt more calm in my life. Like, you know, like you take some solitude and don't just take it just to sleep and do whatever
Right.
it is that you do. Yeah, like get into the book, you know. What you listen to matters.
Yeah.
Which is why I could not be
Who
in that
you're
studio
around.
listening to that music all day. every day.
Right.
Like what you listen to matters. The podcasts that you watch, the conversations that you have. My friends don't send me gossip anymore. Like, don't send me anything mean.
on,
you know,
yes.
I've removed myself from Instagram group chats. You know, I don't want to make fun of the person with a disability. I don't want to laugh about that. Like, it was really a lot of little things like that you don't even realize you're engaging with on a daily.
Energy.
Yeah, like, okay, you're sending me this meme and it's about whatever it's about, but it's mean. To me, it's mean. It maybe it was funny to you, but please don't send me that. It was setting boundaries and then letting those boundaries flush people out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shedding.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a rebirth.
Yes.
Oh, this is so good.
Girl,
Thank you for
so many
sharing.
gems. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, right now, are there any brands that you are currently inspired by?
I'm going to keep it home. I am inspired by two brands at the moment. Buna Blues, which is a live jazz music, but they have a Ethiopian coffee ceremony called Buna. We call Buna.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a growing event here in Atlanta. And also Ruki's Kitchen is Ethiopian-owned restaurant. He's doing really well. Don't know him personally, but I'm inspired by people of my culture because I did not grow up seeing it. But also with what I've learned in American nightlife and all the things I was able to be blessed with from that. Thank you, Lord, and AG Entertainment.
Yes.
I'm able to take all the things that I've learned in American nightlife and then take my culture and then find that happy medium
Yes,
of
come
bringing them
on.
together without being disrespectful.
Yes.
You know.
That's your brand.
Okay.
That's
your brand.
That is it.
Okay.
That is it.
Now you said you struggle with explaining your brand.
100%.
It's that.
Okay. I'll take
Yes.
it. Can you send me this clip? So I
Yes.
can remember what I said.
You're like,
You
There
said
it is.
the intersection of American
Yeah.
nightlife and Ethiopian culture that
Yeah.
serves people in a way that feels good.
And see, I get scared with the nightlife thing because I don't want to be stuck there. Like,
No.
I think that was me for sure when it was like, solo nights promotions.
Right.
But now
high
it's
energy.
just
We love
high,
that
we
one.
love high
Yes,
energy.
we love high energy.
Love a good high
and
energy.
high energy is night, day, brunch,
Correct.
all
Yeah.
of it.
I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Boom.
I love it.
We solved that.
Therapy session.
Yes.
Brand therapy.
Brand therapy. I love it.
Yes,
I love
yes.
it. Thank
So
you.
please take me to these restaurants.
Yes.
I need to go.
Really
I need to take you to Filipino food.
You take
Yes.
me because
Yes.
you have come to Atlanta and you just took over like a thief in the night. Like,
I love to explore.
girl, she's posting stuff and I'm like, I don't even go to that side of town. Like, what is she like? How did she find that restaurant? Like,
We're going.
love it.
We're
you
going.
went to a Michelin star Filipino restaurant?
Yes, girl. It's the only one too, I think, in like, I don't even know. Like,
You're so amazing.
it's so good. I want to take you there.
I want to go.
Okay.
Thank
love
you.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So last
Today.
question, when you
Yeah.
pull up to the brand bar, what are you ordering to drink?
Oh, this is like a real cocktail situation?
Yeah.
Anything.
Any cocktail.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be cocktail, it could be
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Girl.
Matcha, I love a matcha.
Okay, I do love a dirty matcha. You put me on
Okay.
a dirty matcha
Yes.
at Catch in LA.
Yes.
That was the
Love
first time I
Catch.
had a
Love a
dirty
Catch
matcha.
moment.
Yeah.
Bomb. But Hennessy Espresso Martini.
I
no
knew
bakings.
it. I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna say it.
You did say
I've been on that for like
and
2
espresso
years, girl.
martini is my drink.
Love,
Tequila,
love,
so-
love.
And
We
you
love
love
it.
VSOP.
100%.
Yes.
Oh, I need to try that.
Yes, but
Okay, yeah.
you know.
Ice chips or no ice chips?
I don't want
No.
ice chips.
Oh,
no.
No.
3 beans, always.
3 beans always. The ice chips. You
I'm
know
not
the
mad at
problem
them.
is people's ice is inconsistent.
Yes.
Everybody has all these
yes,
different
yeah.
ice shapes and stuff now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's too much.
just no ice. Just please.
Yes.
Like no. Yeah.
No, just chilled.
Yeah. Do you
Not
put
mad at it.
creamer in your espresso
No.
martini?
No creamer.
No,
Straight
that's right. Pure
black.
Yes.
Yes.
Up and stuff. That's it.
Yes.
All right. Well, for those listening, where can they find you on social media? All the things.
@_Susolo _SUSOLO, and that's just pretty much what it is everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Thank you.
Sue.
Except Hinge, it's different on Hinge. But don't come over there.
No, that's right. Find her, y'all.
Thank you,
No, I'm
Sue.
good.
Thank
we
you,
love you
Sue.
so
Thank
much.
you. I love y'all too.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yes.
The
I'm so
energy.
excited for you. And yeah, literally your energy, you gave me goosebumps. And you do always lead with love. I'll
And
never
we
forget.
feel the calmness. I feel it.
Yeah. Last time I was here for One Music Fest, you gave a toast and you literally led with love.
Yeah.
And wanted us to feel like a community at that brunch. So
Love is love.
I can't wait to come to brunch.
I
It's a
can't
little
wait.
bit brunch.
The next time you're in town,
I will be
yes.
give me the date.
be there. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
girl.
you.
And thank
Thank
you
y'all.
all for listening. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Brand Bar podcast. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your brand besties.
And until next time, keep raising the bar and your brand.